Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the AMX 1357. This tank is a very, very, very fun French light tank. It goes pew, 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 pew. That's what's so good about it. This auto loader that it has is incredible amounts of fun. Spits out a shell every second in its intro clip. Reloads in something like 12 seconds, 13 seconds. So you're pumping out 700 to 800 damage quite nicely, quite very quickly. Sometimes tanks don't realise what's happening as you start unloading on them, and they're just like, oh god, no, I'm being smashed by something that's hitting me for like 80 damage a shot. I think it's what it is. It surprises people sometimes because you hit them with the first shell and then they don't react. It's like I was saying about the T50-2 the other day. Hit them with the first shell, they don't react. Second shell hits, okay. Third shell, and they're like, okay, I'm losing a lot of health. Before they've blinked, they've lost 300 to 400 health, and they're kind of panicking. So now we're going to just auto-load on this bat chat. Unfortunately, we only hit 2 and track him with another, and he hits us twice, which is not a good trade. That was not wise, to be honest. But look how quick this reloads. We're now, wait for it, 14.39 seconds. There we go. 14.39 seconds for this reload, which is lovely. And now we're looking for shots at these guys over here, which dubious shots. I like to load, like my premium rounds, I have more premium than the standard, because when you get tier 9 games, you really struggle with the standard, because I think it's about 148 pen. And the premium is about 192, 197, something around that region anyway. So I've switched to the Prem, because I've seen that Patriot, and we could be shooting at him. And basically with the AP we don't have the pen. So we took 2 shots at that light tank and we didn't hit it, which is, not good really. But we want to get a full clip back in. That's what I always say, is when you think you're not going to get shots, always reload your clip. Especially if you've got a clip like this. If you're in a 5100, or if you were in the old waffle where you've got like a 60-second clip, it's maybe not wise after firing 2 shots to reload, because you're going to be spending too long reloading. But if you're in something like the 1357 with a 14-second reload, why not? You may as well reload the full clip and then get to it again. So right now we're going to try and get shots at this Banshee, because we're in a nice position now where we can shoot these guys. We get a nice roll there. We're getting some good rolls. 97, 100. And we switch our attention to this WZ, but I doubt we're going to pen that at this range, even with the APCR. But we're going to try and drop a reload again. We're going to see what we can do. At this point, I'm getting a little bit frustrated, to be honest. And I see this Tiger P, and I'm thinking, do I go for it? Yeah, go on then. That's what we live for. Spot a hammer. Oh, God. Okay. What have I done? I've made mistakes. Okay, we're just going to go with it. Go with the flow. Drop the shots in. And keep running. Luckily, the hammer misses us. The gun elevation screws us over. The mechanic shoots us in his UDES. And then we get lucky because he bounces on our side. You've got to take the rough with the smooth. Take the luck. That's what was needed. So right now I'm dropping this clip and I'm thinking, what can I go and help? This guy's asking for help right now. And I'm thinking, I need to help this guy. I need to get rid of the TD that's coming at him. It's Dribbler, who's in my clan. Nice guy. I'm sorry, Dribbler, for what I'm going to do to you. It's not very nice. I picked on him. I pick on him right now. But he's at the minute. The thing is, he's the one we need to get rid of, because he is going to hurt our heavy tank, and we want to win this flank. Because the other flank's not going. Well, it's going okay, but we need to progress the fight. You need to progress the fight. So we help this heavy tank out. We get rid of him. Sorry, Dribbler. And we're going to go readjust again and go back over here. Because like I say, we need to help the fight where we can. And the other flank is a bit of the priority at the minute. They've got 1 heavy tank left. I don't know if the Tiger P and the Hammer died. It might be that's it. I think they died, and I think the WZ-111's still alive. So we want to get into a position to again shoot these guys camping on these ridge lines, to get shots where we can get them, and to basically reload when we left that guy. So it's all about just getting into position. And this WZ is still alive, so we're going to see if we can pop some shots again. Range we're at is a dodgy one. And this gun isn't the best at shooting at range either. It's another one that it wants to be quite close to people, like that Tiger P was when we were firing at him, where you go around them, you're close range, and you just constantly drop in that intra clip into him. At range, it starts to struggle because it does have the thing of you fire and your aim time is worse than your fire rate. So to readjust, yeah. We bounced off the SDR-V74's turret, which is quite surprising since that thing's paper, especially since we had premium loaded, but whatever, RNG. And we're reloading the clip again, and hopefully we'll have some nice shots at one of these guys. So I'm checking the team list at me, because I think I'm trying to work out who's still alive and where they were, well, where I could remember them last being spotted. So like, there's people up where that light tank is that I know were there, basically like the UDES 03. So we want to move up now, because again, these heavy tanks have hit a stalemate point where they are just sat at K4. And we want to help them, we want to get shots, we want to draw fire. But that changed the game where I got spotted then by those guys. Because that meant that I was going to be permanently spotted. They knew what I'd do as I came round. But we spotted this 5100. And this is the chance to drop the clip. Drop a clip, pump shots in, get damage. Especially since I believe he's reloading. I feel like he's just dropped his clip. And I want to keep pumping shots into him, because he's a dangerous autoloader. I mean, his clip's potential is like 1800. But we know we can't kill him with that clip that we just dropped then. So we want to reload and make sure that we've got a full one for when we come across him. Because we can clip him out with a full clip. But the clip I had left, I could not have done anything to him. So we're going to reposition again. This is what you want to do in light tanks, basically in light tanks like this, and in light tanks in general, is you don't want to stay in one place too long. You don't want to be too predictable, really. You want to keep manoeuvring. You want to keep going and keep flanking constantly. Obviously, there's some maps that you can't do that in. But then there's maps like this where you've got unlimited potential to do it. Now, I should have aimed some of these shots at the 5100, because I would have killed him. And all I did was auto-aim, and some of the shots flew behind him. It's probably the worst thing I could have done with him moving like that. But he gets shut down by a Patriot, lucky enough. And there's a medium light tanker TD. The light tank up, the Falcon just killed our T-32A. The STR-V74 is still up there, and we're pretty sure that the TD, and the mechanic in his UDES 03 is also up there. So we're just going to do a simple flank maneuver, really. We're going to go up this little ridge line here to try and get up shots onto the STR-V74 and the UDES. There's one thing that lets this tank down, there's another thing that lets the tank down, and that's its engine power. It really struggles up hills. Really struggles. It just struggles to get going in general. Like, from a standing start, it's not the quickest light tank in the bunch. So here comes the style points. Yeah! Full ram. Kamikaze medal secured. Come on. It's what we want. The best way to finish light tank games? Ramming tanks. So with that game, with that game end, we've got an eye for an eye, because we've got the Kamikaze on the light tank. 2.9k damage, 1.2k assist. Very nice game in the tier 8 game for this tank. 56 shot fired, 45 hits, 33 pens. Not too bad. We were shooting at range at stuff like the WZ-111, which is dubious whether we'd pen them at the range we were firing at, even with APCR. And we were just testing that accuracy of the gun, which isn't the best. It's a lot of fun, this tank. So it is a hell of a lot of fun. Especially when you get the good matchmaking in the hands of good players especially. This thing just wrecks teams so hard because the reload's good, the intro clip's great. It's a good YOLOer when you are good health. Well, when you're healthy and you can take a hit. It does have the typical French problem as well of being set on fire. In the French light tanks, you do have the problem of getting set on fire through your engine. Because obviously the engine's in the front, so you get shot in the front, you lose your engine, you get set on fire. Tanks like this, the 1375, 1390, 3105, what's the other one? The Batchat 25 TAP. That's another one. That loses its engine every single shot in the front. And it gets set on fire a hell of a lot through that front. So right now we're on the new map. Sunset Coast. I'm not sure what to make of this map. I'm still not sure. I'm not sure whether I like it or whether I don't. I'm still at a complete loss as to whether I do enjoy it or not. I don't know. I think I've still got to learn how to play it a bit better because it is a reskin of Airfield. But they've kind of trashed a lot of the positions. They've destroyed sightlines in a lot of places. So I don't really know where to go at points. So I went down the sea line to try and spot people, and my team didn't really oblige. And I spotted a lot of... Well, a lot of them got spotted. Because I think one of my light tanks went down there as well with me. And it was like, nope, not liking this. Had to get out. There was just no point staying on that flank. I would have been dead. And we got lucky with setting that poor thunderbolt we had at the start. We just unleashed hell on him. Set him on fire in the end as well to finish him with the last shell in the clip. It couldn't have gone any worse for him. So we're currently reloading our last clip of AP. And again, I don't think I'll pen these guys with AP at distance. So I don't know why I'm trying. It's going to be a struggle. Like, yeah, you see there, we just hit the lower plate of that T150, but we'll take it if the Panther wants to turn his side to us. It's very friendly. Oh, yeah, we can pen the lower plate of the Panther. But again, at the range we're doing it at, it's not going to happen. So, I think this was my second or third game on Sunset Coast, and I am still trying to get to grips with the map at this point. I'm still not too sure what's cracking off. We're going to YOLO this Super Pete, and we've got the Prev in, on the move, just drop the clip as much as we can. Again, if we'd kind of aimed, we've probably got a bit more there. As soon as we've finished fire and reload, again, there's no point in keeping one shell in the clip. Always reload your clip, if you can. So the next tank you can go into, you'll be fully loaded, and you can drop nice amounts of juicy 80 damage into them. So we're running around here, we've got this T-43. He pens us, but good night, sweet son. Good night. Reloading again, and we know where most of them were. Most of them were on that sea line, and they're probably going to start pushing into our... Well, it's not a base, but where we spawned now. So we're going to do what the 1357 is good at, and that is picking off isolated targets. This Panther looks juicy. He's what we want to find by himself, and we can just unleash the wrath of this gun. So it's like, oh, hello, Panther. And good night, Panther. Oh, well, bounced. Good night, Panther. There we go. Bit of premature good night, Panther. So he's gone, and we're now thinking, what's the next target? That T150 is the next one that we're thinking about, because he looks like he's quite nicely by himself. He's got that light tank that's preoccupied with our heavy tank, but he does look nice and juicy. So we've got the clip in, and we're just going to make our way. So, I mean, this map, I think, looks great. It's like the other reworked maps. It looks very, very nice. But I'm not too sure about the different sight lines. Like I said, the sight lines, I'm not too sure. I don't know. I've still not truly made my mind up on this map. But I'm not too sure about it, really. Now, this is going to be a painful fight now. As much as I've got APCR, we are really going to struggle with those defenders. It's going to be a real problem. I don't know what was firing from that. E2 then. That fired. That was really weird. It sounded like I was firing. Unless the light tank behind me is the same 1375 or something. I don't know. That was weird. It sounded like the jumbo ship was firing like a clip at the defender. Odd. Anyway, we're going to YOLO this defender, see if we can get his side. Drop the clip into his side. And we bounce 1. Pump 2. 3. 4. Bounce. 5. And we're reloading. Thing is, these two defenders are platooned. And as soon as I started unloading on one, the other came to help. He misses me. And I think the other defender ignored me to go help his friend. So it was good platoon play. But you see there, we penned his drive wheel, but didn't track him because it's a defender. And I'm going to make mistakes here. Yeah, I'm making mistakes. I'm thinking, oh, it's this defender. You know, I've got 190 odd pen. I should pen his lower plate. No, I don't. Now I'm trying to shoot his tracks to shoot him. And, oh, dear Lord. Yeah, we made mistakes. Yeah, hands up. Stupid idiot. You've done it again. You've rammed a heavy tank in a light tank. You know, the lesson I took from last game, ramming something in my light tank to finish a game. Yeah, that didn't work. This didn't work this time. I should. Yeah, I totally meant to ram him. I wasn't trying to get around him at all. No, didn't happen. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything, YouTube. Okay. So, anyway, even though we made a stupid play at the end and we got done for it, we ended the game with 3.1k damage, 600 assisted nearly, ace tanker, no kamikaze this time because we couldn't ram a defender to death. Yeah, that's what I was totally aiming for. 34 pens, very nice game, 64 shots fired, 51 hits, 34 pens. Like I said, we bounced most of those shots on the defender. And the 1375 all-round is a very, very fun tank. I think it's on discount as well this week, so it's very well worth the pickup. So, as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching this video. See you later.